myself, I'm not just gonna stand here and wait. I wanna just decide what is to be my fate. Alone all by myself, I'm not just gonna stay here and wait.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to the watch party. This is the third or fourth of these in a row, and yes, that was Karen Reed driving the snow, Parsons. Unfortunately, it's the only, when I was recreating the opening credits from the old ones in the current vertical format, the only card taking off was in the snow. So God knows what's going on with that. But yeah, we've got our opening credits like that in the snow from now on. Anywho, we are here for a short show today because there wasn't that much going on in the world of auditing, the actual world of auditing, not the extended drama that's going on behind the scenes. So we've got 3 stories for you tonight, including some discoveries about the market that I've made over on Social Blade. So let's get into that one right now. Flat for 9/11 Remembrance Day. There are no gains for the market on Wednesday, with the observance of the 9/11 holiday taking the wind out of the market, giving investors a chance to reset and rethink while some hard truths are delivered, as Chile DeCastro and others receive bad news from Social Blade. DeCastro, who celebrated his birthday with a surprise live stream on Wednesday night, has suffered an 81.5% decline in new subscribers for the past 30 days and a 66.2% decline in video views for the same period. Happy birthday! For once, he gets credit for not lying about his figures, as it seems that the people who were, allegedly, artificially inflating his numbers, as his interaction rate is crap compared to literally every other creator we follow, seem to have stopped. His channel, while still gaining subscribers, and stands at 619,000 subscribers to 307 million video views, seems to be slowing down as the steep decline in interest is noticeable. In relation to other big names that we follow and declines attributed to the end of summer and children returning to school, there's no reason for it other to guess that it's either a lack of bots or paid viewership, as his content hasn't changed to justify the huge declines. Bizarrely, YouTuber DirectD, who recently changed format to encourage a spilling tea format and attacking his fellow auditors, also has seen huge declines, with a 60% new subscriber drop and a 72.5% drop in video views for the last 30 days. His 301,000 subscribers and 87 million video views are enough to keep his channel afloat, but makes one question if the recent format change wasn't due to a sudden need to attack his competitors, but a need to turn to controversy to shore up his sagging presence on YouTube. Another YouTuber who has recently changed formats, allegedly abandoning her homeless outreach program, Regan Benson, is also seeing huge decline. Her new subscriber growth is flat, but she's down 53.5% in video views for the last 30 days. This one has a standard reason for the losses. She stopped regularly putting out content. She's retooling and relying on Christopher Denver Metro Audits Cordova to produce her work. With the loss of the Inglewood City Council meeting and the loss of homeless outreach, her viewers are being starved of the reason for why they're coming to the channel. Turning to the industry standard bearer, Long Island Audit, his channel is also down, with a 22.2% drop in new subscribers and a 15.9% drop in video views in the last 30 days. We'd previously say this was a severe drop, but it's literally easily attributable to seasonal changes. He's doing what he's always doing and shouldn't be too concerned about the losses. Finally, as predicted, we're about to hit steep declines with a 10.7% drop in new subscribers and a 28.9% drop in video views for the last 30 days. This one is simple. We provide simple but boring content, and we went a few weeks of the month without our biggest draws, the nightly watch parties in vertical format. Hate it if you have to, but YouTube has deemed that you must submit if you want to receive promotion, and we'll be doing our token broadcast almost every day to keep up with the algorithm. On that note, as we dress for dinner of stray pelicans and shuggies, we'll be remiss if we don't remind you that you can continue to force the dread writer Jim Finch to keep writing this dreadful column each day by contributing to the GoFundMe run by this very channel. All proceeds go to keeping the lights on, eating, and writing new stories to feature here and on reallycoolsite.org. It's interesting. I think I put up a graphic earlier to show the past 3 days since we're back with these vertical streams. Even though there's next to nobody watching the vertical streams, we got insane numbers for us at least. We went from 400 video views a day to over 1,000 just by switching to the vertical format once a day. It's impacting the rest of the channel. Now, it could just be a fluke, and we could just be being promoted by Chili's people, since we've had an influx of them mass spamming the down button on some of these videos, where it's literally they come in, we get 300 to 500 views on the video, and the thumbs up to thumbs down ratio is just horrible. They come in and take over. It's like 52% of them hating the post. So God knows if it's them or if it's the algorithm, but our numbers have been up, and it's just weird. Anywho, we're going to go to the next one. It's probably going to lose half our audience with Regan Benson. But it's short, so stick around. Benson returns to Denver cab meeting. A year after being arrested at her previous appearance at the Denver Commander Advisory Board meeting, Regan Benson was joined by Christopher Denver Metro Audits Cordova as she live-streamed from the meeting in the city. Benson started the live stream by recounting her previous visit to the cab meeting, claiming that Sergeant Brian O'Neill of Denver's District 3 conspired to falsify an arrest warrant for the basis of her arrest at the meeting. Benson was greeted by District Commander Joel Bell of District 3, who she engaged with about an incident in July where she claims that 2 officers removed a suspect from a scene where she was recording and took the suspect to another location. The YouTuber followed the police officers to the second location, where they again did not engage with Benson, stating in their reports that they did not feel safe with Benson engaging with them. Benson filed a complaint and agreed to mediation, with the stipulation that Bell attend the mediation. Bell indicated at the Wednesday brief meeting that he felt his participation in the mediation session would not be required, so he would not be attending the meeting with the 2 officers. This enraged Benson, who said she was holding on to the previous video recording of the altercation to give the police a benefit of the doubt. She said she would not attend the mediation session, and she would be releasing her edited video of the encounter with the officers to her YouTube account. While he was not on the scene, Benson blamed the decision by Bell on Sergeant O'Neill, commenting that his leadership had taken District 3 to substandard levels of professionalism. Cordova later interjected that he recently found a do not record sign at the District 3 station after the no recording in public areas of police station policies had been changed in February. He said he gleefully recorded as he pointed out the sign and recorded the shameful O'Neill removing that sign. Benson and Cordova ended the stream by mocking a woman who complained that she was on hold with Denver's 911 system for more than 15 minutes, and showing that they both have learned how to say "F the police" in sign language. Yeah, charming. Just charming. They did. They went for 5 minutes on the F the police stuff. I mean, seriously. They're getting what they're wanting. They've got reforms in Denver. They're not going to get arrested for the lobby stuff like last year. You can record in the police lobby in a building in Denver. They're not. It's hard to explain. They're not backing down as they're making more demands now and more demands of Denver, because she got the 130 grand at one point, and sometimes it feels like she is eyeing for more money, claiming retaliation when officers don't want to deal with her. You know, they take the suspect to another scene just so they can get a minute apiece from her prying cameras. Chili, and we'll see it in the next one, Chili has changed in that he no longer stress tests. He no longer audits, basically. He comes up and he, no, Gothic Sparrow, she's not getting individual. She's not yet gotten access to the third floor in Inglewood. But it's Monday. Monday's coming up with that meeting, so we'll see if she and Cordova show up. But anyway, Chili has decided he is no longer stress testing. So he's standing 10 feet away. He's being nice to the officers. He's still questioning a little bit, but he's saying that if he gets arrested, this is to suck up to the judge so he doesn't get trouble. And again, we'll go into that in a minute with the next story. But, yeah, it's just silly stuff. I think he's realizing that he can't afford another arrest like he had been, and he's got to change. But his audience is thirsty for that conflict. And you saw, we pointed it out a minute ago, that he's literally leading numbers. He was complaining last night that he's not losing subs, he's losing new subs. He hasn't gone backwards yet. If he were to go backwards, that would be amazing. But it's slowing down. But video views, my God, he's losing those. And he's still putting the same amount out. I mean, it's like us. We put 3 or 4 videos out a day, plus the newscast, plus this. Our numbers are up, while his are just down. And it's either the bots are gone or the interest is gone. Because a lot of he'll still hit a home run now and then with the overnight hours with a vertical stream. But his numbers are something to watch, especially compared. That's why we do the comparison with Long Island Audits or James Freeman or the others out there, because they're seeing declines, but they're seasonal declines, while he's seeing steep drops. And yes, hi Rose, how are you? Let's get into the chili, as Rose says I need to shut up. Okay. Castro licks the boot of justice again. Jose Chili de Castro spent his 50th birthday live streaming to his fans, screaming about police and being triggered by police treatment of Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill during his arrest on Sunday. De Castro, wearing a baseball cap to hide his receding hairline and supposedly filtering his face to cover up his advancing age, attacked the local media reports as state-run media and singled out both female police officers and a female Florida state representative with sexist and abusive comments based on their gender during his 2-hour-long tirade. Initially triggered by the arrest of Hill, De Castro used his fury to promote his line of products that includes his 5A cop cards, indestructible trifolds, friendship bracelets, posters, and keychains. He did not update the status of his TeamDLZ.com, but promised that he was working on his Constitutional Law Scholar board game, which he expects to be out by Christmas. Turning his attention to YouTuber Wanda Meese, DeCastro played a video of a conversation he had with Meese's wife, Wanda. According to the court records, Meese, real name Robert Lee Mills Jr., was arrested on Tuesday for a warrant for failing to appear at a hearing on September 9, 2024. The long and convoluted story began with a traffic stop on March 25, 2024, with a stop of Mills for having a headlight out and no proof of insurance. This case was scheduled for trial on June 26th. A first-class mail notice sent to Mills was returned as return to sender, and the hearing was held where he was found guilty in absentia. A second hearing was scheduled for Mills to pay his fines on June 24, 2024. Mills refused to pay the fines and picked up a disorderly conduct charge for his behavior in the courtroom. The fines were then sent to a collection agency. The disorderly conduct charges resulted in an arrest warrant being issued for Mills on July 8th, with Mills being picked up and bonded out on July 11th. An initial hearing was held on July 26, 2024, with a bench trial scheduled for September 26th. That bench trial was moved up to September 9th, with an email sent to Mills and the court calling his number on file to inform him on the changes on September 4th, 2024, with no answer received on the line. Mills failed to show for his bench trial. An arrest warrant was issued, and he was picked up on September 10th and released on his own recognizance later that day, with the next hearing set for today. DeCastro explained that Mills should have followed his current instructions for interacting with police, claiming that he now treats police with respect to their faces as a way to game the system. He further explained that if you are kind and courteous on body cam footage, then there's less animosity towards you when a judge views the footage, giving you a leg up in court. He abided for his fans to play along with police at the scene, be nice and respectful to them, go along with their commands, and to invoke their Fifth Amendment rights and stick to it, leaving any arguments about procedures to the courtroom. Finally, he asked his audience to buy his merchandise as a birthday gift to him, wrapping up his 50th birthday stream with warm regards to all his viewers around the world. So, is anyone else, put a 1 in chat if you're creeped out by the new, kinder, gentler Chili DeCastro. Because, yeah. I don't know. The loss of fire, the loss of everything, it's not him getting older, it's him getting a little wiser, maybe. But he's selling keychains. He's selling friendship bracelets. I mean, my God, it's like somebody's kid is selling crap for their school. You know, he'll be selling raffle tickets next. But, Lord. And hello, Olive. She has not jumped on my lap yet. She is about to, yeah, I'm prepared for this. If I start screaming any second now, then it's Olive. Anyway, Chili just, as Parson says, he's been neutered. He's scared. And he's losing money. I mean, his revenue has to be hit by this. The drop in viewership, even if it was BS viewers from shorts, because you don't make any money on shorts. You have to do billions to make money, billions of views to make money on shorts. Which he can't pull in. But his expansion into the bullshit lines of revenue like this mean that he might not be lying about some of this stuff. It's Chili, of course. You have to assume he's lying. But more and more, the actual numbers from stuff like Social Blade or even looking at the attendance in his chats means that things are going badly. And it's not just the YouTube algorithm. People have not come back, at least the way they used to be before the 4 months away. And for us, I don't know if it's better or if it were worse for him to be back. Because our numbers were better when, well, it was easier when we just have a 5-minute chili video to cover instead of the 3-hour endless live stream. Thankfully, it was only 2 hours last night. I'm used to listening to him at 2x speed, but do you know what I mean? A chilly live stream where it's just endless. Police are bad, bad or police. Ow, Olive is a nice. Ow, son of a. Golden cats. Anywho, we're gonna get late and get out of here. But we will be picking this up on Thursdays coming up. Not tomorrow or not tonight because we're not having a live again till Saturday night. Or at least an all-star panel till Saturday night. We'll be live with this tomorrow night. But again, stuff to think about. Parsons, Olive is about to get drop kicked across the room. She's a wonderful little baby, though. Anywho, we're out of here. Thank you for stopping by and making us part of your day, even if I'm just rambling about economics. No, jump off, cat. The economics and logistics of actual auditing stuff and not the drama. You can get the drama everywhere else, but you get our reviews and our news right here on Really Cool News. Again, we are doing our normal premiere of the news, so if you want to see what else I have to say tonight, it's going to be over on this channel again at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. where it counts, 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time, and 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Again, we'll be back here tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern with another vertical format of our watch party. Anywho, take care all. I'll see you later.